I think Kansas City is a wild card team, and Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers, now they have their running back situation and offensive tackle set, upgraded receiver. Last year, the only thing they were missing was juice offensively. Their defense finished almost near the top of the league. It went from last to near first in 1 year. They built the culture last year, but free agency and a draft, and you know Harbaugh's good at the draft. I think they're going to be one of the better teams in the league. I think they're an 11-12 win team, and the Chiefs come into the season, which would concern me, with offensive line issues. So I like the Chargers to win the division.
Yeah. So this is it's so funny to me because I guess for years now people have kept calling for the downfall, I guess, of the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's going to be the Chargers. They're going to win the division. They're going to division because Chiefs fans are always kind of like, oh yeah, every year, and it's like, but this year is different. This year is different because the Chargers are actually well run and well coached, and the only reason why you would doubt the Chargers is if you actually doubt Herbert being a great quarterback, being a top quarterback in the NFL. And he clearly is a special quarterback. And Harbaugh is clearly a great coach. And when you get great coaches with great quarterbacks, great things typically tend to happen. And, you know, I disagree with Colin from the standpoint that the Chiefs are just like, oh, they're in such trouble because of their O-line, because of this, because of that, because I still believe in Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. You know, and that defense with Spags, like, so make no mistake about it. Like, I believe in the Chargers because of the Chargers. I believe in the Chargers because of what they're building and what they've built. And now the foundation. This is the first year. You guys realize this? Like, this is pathetic. This is the reality. This is the first year that the Chargers will be able to actually build on a foundation of something. The first year that they can actually build off of something. Don't give me any of the nonsense that was happening with Staley or whatever. Like, that means nothing to me. This is the first year that they are actually legitimately well run and that they actually have continuity in coaching. So you're not losing like important coordinators or whatever. Like you have the continuity there. You're actually building a foundational roster. So your success wasn't built off of duct tape and super glue. You're actually building something, which is what you were in the process of doing last season, and quite frankly, were ahead of schedule. I would have been totally okay with them not even making the playoffs. And now here they are. They actually get to build off of this foundation. The biggest problem is that I think this division is finally good now, too. And I think this will very much mimic the NFC North, specifically of last year. And so I think it's going to be kind of this who's who, like, you know, what's going to happen here? And, you know, which team, you know, is there a team like the Chicago Bears that just completely unravels? Listen, I'm sure most people think that the Raiders will be the worst team in that division, and that's fine. But I don't think they're not going to know how to function because they are also now better run now. They are going to be well coached on both sides of the ball with a quarterback who's obviously capable. I mean, I think it's fair to say that you think that the Chargers will be better. I mean, that's totally fine, but it's not like you're going to be able to be like, yeah, easy. Because it's still divisional games. Things still get weird. And the divisional games are especially weird when you actually at least have like competent quarterback play and competent coaching. So, I said this all last year about the NFC North, that it's going to be a gauntlet, that it's going to be a gauntlet, that it's going to be a gauntlet. And I very much firmly, and I was right. I very firmly believe that that's how this is going to play out as well, this AFC West. Because don't count out the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix with Sean Payton. Like that's what this gets boiled down to. And Chargers fans have to believe this, because you have to believe that you've lacked so much success over these last few years because you have not been well coached and well run, and you haven't done a good enough job to support your quarterback. And now you are going to support your great quarterback. And now you do have a great coach. And therefore, now you are going to build a better, more functional, successful team. The problem is the Broncos are doing that. And the other problem is the Chiefs have already had that in place. And now the Raiders are doing it as well. So it's just like that's why it's just going to be like it's going to be a gauntlet. But I just trust the Chargers now to be able to actually win these fine games, these small mini detailed games where you really need to do all the little things right. They weren't necessarily able to do that last season because I don't think that they had the team. They didn't have the consistency of the run game. They didn't have the weapons for Justin Herbert to really get to work. They had the defense to be able to keep some of these things close, but it wasn't enough to really execute. I just did a video the other day with Hawk from ESPN where he was talking about like, oh, they need some big plays from Justin Herbert, this, that. And it's just like, those were come, but like, that's not the difference between winning and losing. That's not the difference between them being a better team than they were last year. Quite frankly, is like having more big plays from Justin Herbert. It's giving him the pieces so he can get to work, so he can move the ball down the field, and a consistent run game to milk the clock. To be able to win these games 21-10, and be completely content with it, and be able to dominate the time of possession, and that when it is a weird close game where it's like one of those weird scores, 18-16 or something bizarre, that you give the pieces to Justin Herbert. That he can now, when he needs to throw, and there's 4 minutes to go, you're not asking him to be a superhero in the sense where it's like it's only him and he's got to just do anything he can. It's like, no, you give him the pieces for him to work with. The same things that we've seen Andy Reid do for Patrick Mahomes. It's like, yeah, you give him the pieces. You give him the open targets to hit. You give him that 4-yard pass that then turns into a 15-yard gain and out of bounds. You understand? You give him the pieces when you hand the ball off on 1st and 10. It's great. It's another first down and a 12-yard pickup. Nice. Like these are the things that he didn't really get to have last year. So even in these close games, it's like, all right, time for Justin Herbert. And it's like, well, what do you want him to do? So that's where I'm talking about, like, you actually get to build off of some of this. And I do think it'll be something that Justin Herbert, though, has to, like, because of how his career has unfolded, it will be something that he needs to work on and grow and get better at. Winning some of these closer games and understanding what it really takes to do so, especially within the system of Harbaugh, of how he wants to play. So I still think that there is this evolution. I've always put the Chargers, as soon as Harbaugh came, on this 1 to 3 year plan. Now, for me, this is the year where you start to be like, the excuse, and there's like no more excuses in the way. That's not to say that I'm expecting them to win every big game, every close game, all these come from behind, got to get to the AFC champ. Like, it's nothing like that. But it's like, there will be no excuses from my viewpoint to not take another step forward. And then that third year is when it's like, all right, man, unless there's injury concerns, it's like, now it's like anything less than greatness is like, what is the problem here? Where are we failing? So I'm excited to see how this all pans out. I'm definitely a firm believer in the San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. But it seems to me that the people who doubt the Chargers either want to use history as a reference point, which means nothing to me, or they just fundamentally don't believe in Justin Herbert. And it's just like, you're confused. I know it helps you sleep at night thinking that Justin Herbert is not actually a good quarterback. I know that helps make, it's easier for you to make sense of the world for some weird reason. I got news for you. Justin Herbert is an awesome quarterback. Justin Herbert is a great quarterback. Justin Herbert is a special quarterback. Justin Herbert has not been on good teams that have been well run, okay? He is now on a team that is well coached and well run. And the roster should be significantly more rounded out than it's ever has been in the past. So, you're going to have your world shocked, apparently. It's going to be shattered. You're going to be like, I can't believe Justin Herbert's winning. I can't believe it. It's almost like the roster and coaching matters. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Chargers winning the AFC West and dethroning the Kansas City Chiefs? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're all on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.